Today is a very exciting day. Today, you get to go behind the scenes and watch how we film an ad for the agency. And mind you guys, these ads are insane and they've been our only acquisition channel since starting the agency, and they actually got us 32 clients last month. So sit tight, it's gonna be an exciting day. You get to see everything we do behind the scenes, how we write the scripts and how we film the ads. Let's go.
Mosey said this in a video once. He said, it's a gift from God that the thing that is responsible for 80% of the video is the easiest to do, which is the hooks. So typically you can launch a body ad and then continuously change the hooks for 3-4 months, depending on how, I guess, big your market and everything is. So when we first launched an ad back in October, we filmed one hook, one body, and we didn't redo that till, when was it? Like March.
Yeah, I'd say March.
March. So we literally used the same ad from October through to March. We probably signed from that body 50 clients.
Yeah.
I'd say 50 clients minimum from that one body.
Yeah. And generated how many leads?
I don't know, probably 500, or maybe more, like 600-700.
You're working 12 hours a day and your bank account still looks like crap. You didn't start this business to work more than a first-year apprentice. You're juggling small jobs just to keep the calendar full.
Okay, so this next scene, you're chasing every lead and half of them aren't even serious. Now, most people would just film this in a podcast studio and think that's going to cut it, but we're going to go down to the beach. I'm going to run with my briefcase, chasing my friend saying, you're chasing every lead and half of them aren't even serious. And he's gonna turn around and go, I just wanted a quote, mate. Now, the reason we do this, guys, if you can tie part of your script into what you're actually doing, for instance, one of the scenes I said you're juggling, and I was juggling some rocks. This is what keeps the viewer engaged. This is what gets people to actually watch your video so you can sell them through your ad. A perfect example that it's within. So these calls are good, guys, because it keeps our mindset sharp. It keeps us around other people. It tells us that we're not alone, that other people go through the same challenges that we do. But at the same time, guys, keep me in the loop, right? If there's an error, if you don't know how to use the CRM, tell me, right? What's the point of having a program like this if you don't have someone that you can reach out to and ask for help? If you need extra support, if you need extra sales training, reach out to us and ask us for the help. As I said, if you don't ask the question, you'll never know the answer. So basically with lead generation, obviously if you do marketing for people in e-commerce or you do email marketing, you can control the outcome. In lead generation, you can't control the outcome. And the biggest issue agencies have is churn, right? And with lead gen, a lot of it's mindset and a lot of it's accountability and holding people accountable to following processes. So when you run ads for someone, you've got to give them a sales system to actually be able to convert those leads into jobs. Because that's why people have bad experiences running agencies in the lead gen space and they go, everyone just leaves, the churn's really bad, but it's like they don't invest into their people. So I think by doing a group coaching call, and it doesn't have to be you running it, like just being anyone who can hold them accountable, who can give them mindset training, who can share exactly what works, what doesn't, and also to set expectations, because sometimes these people will get a lead and after 2 leads they haven't closed the job and they're like, well, it all doesn't work. But it's like, no, you have to set the expectations that if you don't close your 5th, your 6th, your 7th, your 8th, keep going, because you'll get your 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So that's why we have these calls. I've only just jumped back into them recently. We never had them at the start, but we have now, I think, 63 active clients. And what I've realized is that it's hard to have that personal touch with them all. By doing these group calls, it gives them that and makes them feel heard and allows me to understand as well what's going on in the business, where they actually need help. And still, I go, and still, and then just 3 quick ones where it's like, I'm here. No freedom, next one by the pool, no fat paydays, and then this one, no time to think.
Or do we get one of you in each different, like with this view, but each different spot?
Go different spots, yeah.
Okay.
No freedom, no freedom, no freedom, no freedom, no freedom.
Yeah.
No fat payday, and no time to even think.
That's good. Let's have a look.
No freedom, no fat paydays, and no time to even think.
Why is it that we're going to like all these different scenes and like what's the really point of it?
That's a very good question there, my friend. And I will answer that in 2 seconds. Always put them back in your cover. That's the #1 life lesson. When we run an ad, right, we need this ad to go for around 3 minutes, because in that 3 minutes, you have to take a prospect from realizing they have a problem to knowing that you're the best solution for that problem, and then to telling them how you're going to solve that problem. And that happens through a hook, a body, a call to action. Now, where most people go wrong is they have the juice in the last minute of the video. So if you've got all the juice and the sauce and your amazing offer and it's at 2 minutes 30, but you can't get the audience to stick around in the video long enough, then you can never deliver that offer to them. So what we do is continuously change the scene to give something to the audience. So when we say we need you to commit and watch 3 minutes of this video, we don't just say you've got to do some boring, crappy video. We say we're going to give you some fun, something to enjoy, so when you sit down and watch and engage with our content, you can enjoy yourself at the same time. So we do multiple scenes. We will do at least 15 different scenes, different outfits, in a dress, running, doing funny stuff, because that's what I've done the first 2 times. And we've literally ran 2 ads for the last 8 months, and it's brought us on over 100 clients. So we know it works.
Guys, this is scene 3.
Yep.
What it's about.
The commitment to the video, guys. They'd be so confused, like
Yeah,
if
they
they're
would.
watching us from a distance. What are these guys doing? You're chasing every lead, and half of them aren't even serious.
I just wanted a quote, mate.
You're chasing every lead, and half of them aren't even serious.
I just wanted a quote, mate. Good, because like we go from being at the last place with all the views, and now we're in this random field. And he's like, why the fuck's he got a dress on?
Yeah, so many
It's
questions
so
to ask.
When you're running an ad, you really need to isolate like what actually is the pain point of your client. Like I know my audience, right? Their massive pain point is chasing leads, and then half of them aren't serious. So what do? You're chasing every lead, and half of them aren't even serious. And then it cuts to him. He's like, I just wanted a quote, mate. It's like they can resonate with that. You need to do something where your audience is like, I get that. I understand exactly what they're going through.
And it's very engaging. It was like the winner one we had, dragging you on the ground.
Yeah.
It's just like so random, but so engaging from the beginning.
And still,
It sucks, doesn't it? Straight to the next scene, yeah, that'll be good.
and then from there, bang, next scene, next scene, next scene. It says, you're not lazy, so it'll be like working hard.
Yeah.
And then here, it says, you're not dumb, so it can be like, you're not dumb. You're not bloody lazy. You're not dumb.
You're working 12 hours a day and your bank account still looks like crap. You didn't start this business to work more than a first-year apprentice. You're juggling small jobs just to keep the calendar full. You're chasing every lead, and half of them aren't even serious.
I just wanted a quote, babe.
And still, no freedom, no fat paydays, and no time to even think. You started this business to make money and to have free time. You're not bloody lazy. You're not dumb. You're just stuck in a business model that's broken in 2025. Because being busy doesn't always mean you're making money.
Okay, to wrap up today, we felt a little bit short on timelines. We have a couple more scenes to film, but we do everything on iPhone now, which is nice and handy, so we can just do it tomorrow somewhere around the pool. Literally, I have a couple of scenes. So to break down today in a nutshell, and to give you a bit of value and something to walk away with, there's 3 core elements in your video that you need to consider. Number 1 is your hook, number 2 is your body, number 3 is your call to action. In the hook, the hook doesn't even have to be necessarily relevant to what you're currently doing. You can throw random stuff in there, like I'll do something like, can I give you $4,000? Or can I grab your attention for just a second? Like the hook is literally to get them to stop. Imagine like it's like a fish, right? The fish is going through, swimming through the water, and you've got to grab something to grab its attention, to pull on it, right? And that's the best way to think of the hook. It doesn't have to be relevant to your offer, but it also can be extremely relevant to your offer. So it's just to grab their attention. Then we move into the body. The best way to structure and frame a body, in my opinion, is to start out by speaking directly to their pain points. So you need to know exactly what your market is currently going through, right? So for us, I'm working with guys in construction. I know that a lot of them feel like they're busy. I'm not going to try and sell them on the fact that they're not busy, because the biggest problem they have is they're busy doing the wrong things. They're probably busy doing a bunch of small jobs that don't actually make money. So if I run an ad saying, oh, you don't have any work, you're not booked out and all of this stuff, it's not going to resonate with them. It's not going to speak directly to them. So what I did today was, you feel like you're busy, but you have no money in your bank account, right? Because I know that's a massive problem they're going through right now. Now, the best way to get this, right? If you're watching this video, you've probably already done some sales calls. Maybe you're at like 25K, 30K a month, maybe not. But if you have done sales calls, download the transcripts of those sales calls and put it into ChatGPT and find out what the problem is. Like find out what these guys are actually saying on the call And from there, you can build the body where you start off by speaking directly to their pain points. It's like direct response copywriting. So when they're watching, they feel like you're speaking directly to them. It makes them feel like they can trust you. Then I go into some form of a story. It's a story about yourself, about what you've been able to do with someone else, and that's going to validate exactly what you do, right? So you've spoken to their problem, you've got them pulled in. Now you're telling a story to either give yourself credibility. Then you go into the solution, right? Which is your offer. Now, mind you, the solution has to be the smallest part of it. Because when we sell, we don't sell on product features or service features. We're selling on an outcome. So everything you're doing up until that point is to build a problem, put the problem in them, let them know that you're the best solution. But when you dive into that solution, it's just literally super quick. This is what I can do for you today. I can do X, Y, and Z. Right? You don't need to go into too much details of the actual solution right now because you are trying to create a little bit of suspense. From there, you need to have a strong call to action. You need to tell the customer exactly what to do because the customer is a little bit stupid. And if you don't tell them what to do next, they just won't do anything. If you don't have a call to action that's strong, they literally will just leave the video there and go, oh, that's okay, I'm not supposed to do anything with it. So you want to do something that creates a little bit of urgency. Say, look, in the next month, we're working with 5 companies to help bring them from X to Z, right? You reiterate exactly what you're doing for them. So in the next month, I'm looking to work with 5 businesses who want to go from this to this. If you're interested and you want to learn exactly how I can build this system in your business, then what you can do is click the link below. We have a training video. Watch the link and watch the video. And if you like what we do, you'll know what to do next. And that's how we finish it. We wrap it up like that. Now, when you're testing, you can test multiple hooks and multiple call to actions, but typically one body is going to last you for 2, 3, 4 months, depending on what industry you're in.